Hi, my name is Michelle Bradshaw. I'm the author of Brayden the Brave. My book is illustrated by Brody Gulledge. It is inspired by my 9-year-old son, Brayden. You'll meet him when I get done reading. I just wanted to drop in and read y'all my book. I hope you enjoy it. Brayden the Brave. Written by Michelle Bradshaw, illustrated by Brody Gulledge. It was a particularly dark and spooky night. Brayden and Chloe had a lot of fun together, playing in the tree house in the woods behind the house. But it was time to go to bed. Chloe was over at Brayden's house, and both were dressed and ready for bed, but were still too excited to go to sleep, so they decided to tell ghost stories instead. "Give me back my..." Chloe chanted in her scariest voice, but was interrupted by Brayden's mom. "Time for bed," she announced, causing them both to jump and scream. "You two wouldn't be telling ghost stories, now would you?" she smiled. "Just little ones," giggled Brayden. "I remember doing that with my sister, your mother Heather, Chloe, when we were little girls." "She told me about that," said Chloe. "She's the one who told me this ghost story." "I thought it sounded familiar." Brayden's mom smiled. "It's time to turn the lights out and go to bed now, though." "Just one more," Brayden and Chloe pleaded. "Okay, but you must remember, it's only a story," she said as she began. It was a dark and spooky night, and Brayden and Chloe didn't want to go to sleep. This caused them to burst into laughter. The end. "Good night, my darlings. I love you both," said Brayden's mom, planting kisses on both of their heads and giving them a hug while tucking them in. She turned to walk out the door, but as she reached for the light switch to turn it off, Brayden hollered, "No! Can we please leave it on?" She turned to Brayden and smiled. "Remember, you're Brayden the Brave, and the story was just for 10. Brayden nodded, hugged her, and jumped back in the bed as she turned the light out and closed the door. The wind blew eerily outside the window, causing the trees to scrape against the glass. I'm not scared. Are you, Chloe?" asked Brayden, his voice shaking. "No, I'm not afraid. It's just the wind in the trees," Chloe assured him. Bang! Came a sound from the other side of the house. Brayden and Chloe screamed as Brayden jumped into Chloe's bed with her, and they hid under the covers. "What was that?" whispered Brayden. "I don't know," Chloe whispered back, "but I think we should check it out." Brayden nodded, and the two crawled out from under the covers, and they tiptoed to the door. Creak went the door as they slowly opened it. "I hope it doesn't wake Aunt Michelle," Chloe said, as the two crept hand in hand down the long hallway. Brayden stopped walking. Unsure of himself, he said, "Maybe we should get my mom." "No, you're Brayden the Brave, remember? We can do this." Chloe smiled, patting him on the back. "I am Brayden the Brave," Brayden shouted confidently as he grabbed Chloe's hand and began walking once again down the hallway. The moonlight shining in through the windows created spooky shadows that danced on the walls. "Those look like ghosts," Brayden said, pointing to the wall. "They aren't ghosts, just shadows," Chloe assured him. "Remember, you're Brayden the Brave," she said with a wink. "I am Brayden the Brave. Now go on, you spooky shadows," Brayden said, flicking his hand to shoo them away as he continued to walk down the hallway with Chloe. Bam! Came another loud noise at the end of the hallway where the kitchen was located. Brayden turned to run before stopping and saying, "No! I am Brayden the Brave. We're going to march in that kitchen and kick that monster out of this house." Chloe smiled as the two walked quickly to the door before opening it slowly. "Miss Kitty!" shouted Brayden and Chloe when they saw Brayden's cat on the counter with 2 metal pots lying on the kitchen floor. They began laughing as they picked up the pots and put them back on the counter. Brayden scooped Miss Kitty into his arms. "I thought I heard something," said Brayden's mom behind them, causing them to jump. "I decided to check it out because it frightened me a little." Brayden looked shocked. "You were scared, Mom?" Brayden's mom squatted down to his height. "Yes, I was a little scared. We all get scared sometimes, and that's okay." Smiling, Brayden hugged his mom. Then she stood up and said, "Okay, I think my brave monster hunters could use some hot chocolate." "Yes, please," echoed Brayden and Chloe. The wind blew eerily outside the window, causing the tree branches to scrape against the glass. "Are you afraid?" asked Chloe. "No, I'm not afraid. Are you?" Brayden answered confidently. Brayden and Chloe erupted in laughter as they sipped their hot chocolate and walked back to bed. The end. We hope you enjoyed the book. This is Brayden. Brayden, say hi.
Hi.
And this is Miss Kitty. Say hi, Miss Kitty. She was in the book too. We hope y'all have a great day. Say bye.
Bye.